Raymond Illingworth won the toss again, the 7th consecutive time. He's a very lucky man, Ray. And he decided that England would bat. Almost immediately, Bob Massie gave an idea of why this was going to be his match. The slip field is awaiting, and so too is Geoffrey Boycott.
Holding, a good victory there for Massie, a good Yorker. And look at the breakthrough for the Australians. Look at the joy on Massie's face. Fine effort by this young bowler, playing in his first test match, and what a victim to get as your first test wicket. Geoffrey Boycott, the England opener, bowled Massie for 11, and you can see here how Boycott's defensive stroke is beaten here, the ball getting under the bat and just inside between bat and pad. So there's 3 slips. And he's asking for that, and he's given it. It was the in-swinger, having bowled 4 outswingers to D'Oliveira. Massie then slipped in the in-swinger, and it's the 4th wicket to go down, and you can see here, bowled from wide, pushed in, and beating D'Oliveira's forward defensive stroke.
D'Oliveira, the last man out for 32. LBW to Massie. And that looked a pretty bad shot from Mike Smith, playing across a full pitch, which hit the base of the stump. So another success for Massie, his 3rd wicket, having a great day on his debut here for Australia at Lord's. So let's look at it again. Massie from the nursery end to Mike Smith on 34. And effectively yorking him as he tried to work it to his favourite area on the onside.
But it's Grodraz.
He's out. A bad shot by Alan Knott. He guided that straight into Colley's hands at Gully. It's the 6th wicket, so badly needed by the Australians. And Alan Knott is the man dismissed. Massie breaking through again. His 4th wicket in the innings. Massie bowling to Tony Greig. Oh, he's gone. Must be out, caught behind. He's given him out, and Greig is not particularly enamoured of the raised finger at the far end. Very confident appeal there, the shout from the Australians. Well, Tony Greig wasn't too happy, but you can see the reaction from the Australians here as the ball comes, it looked from here, possibly with the inside edge, and the shout from Massie, who is just about to go round, and Marsh throws the ball up in the air. Umpire Constant is the umpire at the nursery end. Massie is bowling now to the England captain, Ray Illingworth, and he's bowling from the nursery end. And look at this delivery that nips back there in the air, strikes Illingworth on the pad, and umpire Constant at the far end has no hesitation at all in raising the finger. A very, very good delivery, that, because the 2 balls before had moved away in the air from Illingworth. Very fine bowling from this young Western Australian medium pacer. He had Illingworth playing at the outswing of the 2 balls previous, and then suddenly nipped that one back at him from outside the off stump. Well, that broke the partnership between Illingworth and Snow, a half-century partnership and a very good one for England. And here now is Massie bowling again to Snow. And there is the outswinger. Now that really is fine swing bowling, coming on with the 2nd new ball. 1 wicket with an in-swinger, a beautifully pitched outswinger there to account for John Snow. It started round about leg stump and then hit the base of the off stump. A ball of very full length and very well bowled indeed by Bob Massie. Splendid performance from this young fellow playing in his first test match. And here he comes in around the wicket, bowling again from the nursery end, still with the 2nd new ball, and bowling to Norman Gifford. And Rodney Marsh, his West Australian teammate, takes the final catch, that makes the final dismissal of the innings, and England are all out for 272. And look at the jubilation on Bob Massie's face. That's real pleasure, isn't it? An entirely unspoilt young cricketer playing in his first test match at the home of cricket, and he's done so wonderfully well. The finest debut performance for any player in the history of Test cricket. 8 for 84. A very, very good performance now by Massie as he goes back into the pavilion at Lord's.
after starting off so badly, having lost 3 wickets for 28. Then there were good partnerships between Smith and D'Oliveira. Tony Greig once again proved a real bane to the Australian bowlers, and Alan Knott, as he has done so often over the years, coming in there with a gritty innings towards the end. So too Illingworth and John Snow. 272. Massie, 8 for 84 from 32.5 overs and 7 maidens.
That's a beautiful catch there by Rodney Marsh. And what a fine piece of bowling that was by Bob Massie. He deserved that one. A good breakthrough there, 18 for 3 England, and Massie, having bowled so well without result, has finally taken the wicket of Edridge to a really good diving catch by Rodney Marsh. Massie bowling to D'Oliveira. Stack bowler Greg Chappell. It's Greg Chappell. He's taken D'Oliveira. It's the 4th wicket down. And D'Oliveira sadly walking out. You can see here that he didn't play it too badly. It goes off the outside edge. Greg Chappell getting it very low down. In fact, I called Stackpole at first. It was Stackpole going away to the right there and now leaping up as Greg Chappell throws the ball in the air.
Bob Massie having a dream of a Test match debut. 8 wickets in the first innings, and now at tea 2 more for 8 runs. Bowling now to Tony Greig. And it's gone. Caught at first slip by the captain, Ian Chappell. What a match Bob Massie is having. Another look. Bob Massie coming round across the right-hander. He pushes forward. It finds the outside edge. Goes round about right knee height to Chappell. Up it goes. No problem.
And that's it. Alan Knott's gone the same way as the rest. And Massie takes yet another wicket. So Alan Knott caught in the slips, feeling for it outside the off stump. This wicket going down at 54. Massie the bowler to Alan Knott. And that ball going down the hill here at Lord's. Alan Knott, a thick outside edge.
Out, Stackpole at second slip. Illingworth out, the 7th wicket down. And now a new world record for Bob Massie, the only man in the history of Test cricket ever to take 13 wickets in a match on his debut. Nothing wrong with the pitch. The pitch is a beautiful batting track, but he's doing it all with swing. Nothing happening off the pitch. He's cutting 1 or 2, but it's being done in the air. They're asking, and he's gone. He's on a hat-trick. John Snow, first ball, glancing down the leg side. Massie 6 for 35 in his 20th over. You can see here how Massie takes his 6th wicket. Snow pushing away there, the ball deflected. And Rodney Marsh moving across. There's nothing difficult about the catch. Umpire Fagg just about to lift the finger. He's out. Edwards has caught him behind square leg. It was a good, authentic stroke. And Bob Massie now has become the first Australian cricketer ever to take 15 wickets in a Test match. What an incredible performance for a man in his first Test. An authentic stroke behind square leg, clipping it away to Ross Edwards, who took the catch quite comfortably. And England now 81 for 9. That's out. Greg Chappell, the man completing the innings. An easy chance, shin high. Chappell took it very well. The last man to get to be dismissed was John Price. You can see him here to Massie pushing the in-swinger away, the outside edge. And Greg Chappell takes a comfortable catch. And his final figures now, Bob Massie with 27.2 overs, 9 maidens, 8 for 53.
No joy there for England in their second innings. Only Mike Smith with his 30 and a little bit of a flourish towards the end from the tail enders, getting them up past the 100 mark. And the man who did it all, Bob Massie. What a terrific performance. 8 for 84 in the first innings, 8 for 53 in the second, and Dennis Lilly taking the other two. 2 for 50 from 21 overs and 6 maidens.